Hey guys, welcome back to Geometry Dash. I'm professional and resizing my window in the game, not in real life, because you know I had to resize it because otherwise I can't actually see if it's recording or not. And I realized that a little bit too late, but that's something I've got to get used to because Windows is just awful. But oh well, yeah. 3 episodes, we haven't actually made any progress. We've made it further in each one, I think, but yeah, we need to make actual progress this time. We can do it. I just haven't been able to. One second, this chair is not in a good place. Chair, come on, shimmy. Come on, chair. I believe in you. There we go. The chair was like just too far out. Now it's better. Yeah, I expected that to happen. Oh well. Oh well. Either way, we can and should make. That's never happened freaking ever. Yeah, we can and should make progress in this video. Maybe not a whole heck of a lot, but some would be nice. I want to end this series before 40 episodes, but I don't know. It's starting to look like it's going to be difficult. Also, I clicked really slowly there and it died by going too high. And earlier I clicked really fast and it died when we going too low. What is this? It's early, so I'm not going to say anything much about it. I just wanted to mention that. You can't have it both ways, game. That time I clicked, like, quickly. But it felt like I tapped really fast for the first one. Why is it dying there so often? I feel like I'm doing exactly the same. Yeah, like, the first... I tapped really gently for the first one in that section, but I still died. That's what I'm trying to say. As much as I did click quickly, so I would have died anyway. I wish it killed me in the, you know, other way. That's okay. Finally, we've made it out of that section. It's always annoying to be stuck in that section for like 5+ attempts. It's like, it's just not good. It didn't accept one of my inputs. Good. Because I did the double taps. I normally do that. I did the exact same strat as I normally did, but it didn't accept one of the inputs. Didn't bonk. It just didn't accept. Which isn't great. But you know what? We're just gonna accept that and bleh. We will accept. That was close. Oh, that was not good. That was no. That was not good at all. No. That was very bad. Very bad. Oh well, it's okay. Oh, something just went in my eye. That's better. Every time, man, when I start recording, I was watching some YouTube before this, waiting for Isaac to upload, and nothing happened, and now, just stuff in the eyeballs, every freaking time. This happens too often. Okay, I'm really bad, like, no joke, I'm actually horrible, and also, like, just, like, a couple of minutes after I finished Isaac, it really hurt my knee on my desk, because there's the annoying bit in the middle that I always mention. So bad. Yes, please, finger. Click fast rather than getting stuck on the button. Yeah. Basically, there's that bit in the middle, and it sort of separates 2 compartments of it, I guess. And I bashed my knee right on the end. Why did it die there? It didn't accept an input again. Like, I clicked to go down, it didn't do it, and just went straight up. It's not like I clicked too fast and it just didn't quite get far enough over. It just didn't accept it. Come on. Don't be that guy. No one likes that guy, alright? No one. That guy is not a lovable guy. I apologize, but it's not. Okay, game? What am I doing? My brain thought it was the other section, was thinking like, okay, that time it actually did accept the inputs. And then my brain was like, okay, so now we gotta click twice around here to go down, but no, that's not it. There's no portal. You're just bad. See what I mean by my brain recognizing patterns? My brain started thinking of a pattern and then went to that pattern. I moved my mouse down, it appeared on top of my screen. Do we have an explanation for that? Like, I was moving my mouse closer to me, and it went up. What? That makes no sense. That's really dumb. Also, like, I am awful. Can you please, like, have a good round? Please? I wish to not play so badly. If impossible. Are you serious? Just pixels off of survival? Okay. This is genuinely embarrassing. Oh my god. Anyways, let's just talk about stuff so I can take my mind off this. Fortnite today's... like, we had fun playing because, you know, we played with a bunch of friends, and by that I mean Marley and our other friend. Okay, I'm just not going to mention it when I keep screwing up. But yeah, we had some fun. And the new Golden Squads mode, as much as I don't like it a lot. It can be fun. But, like, the ability to not get, like, an SMG is great. And lack of shotgun fights is nice, but when you don't have a shotgun, someone else does because they're so rare, it's not great. And bolt actions are really rare, and I hate it. But does it really matter? Because snipers are broken. There's nothing that you can say to convince me that they haven't broken snipers, because the day after the update, and by day after I mean, you know, yesterday was fine, no update. Today it's been broken with the update. I have fired shots at stationary targets. And I was stationary, the shots hit, and they did no damage. It's happened twice. Actually, no, it's happened more than twice. Like, even Mario was spectating me on some of them, and he was like, how did that miss? And I was like, I know, the snipers are broken. Some of the damage just doesn't go through. And it sucks. It didn't pull up. Even though I clicked, it didn't pull up. Good game. Whoever makes this game, because I actually don't know. But yeah, I do know, but I've forgotten. Isn't it like... Robotop or something? Something like that. It's something like that. Either way, like I said, Fortnite's a bit busted as normal. Died multiple times as always because building wasn't working. The amount of times today that I've fallen and just broken my legs and had to be rezzed because I've jumped and the game didn't jump, or well, thanks game. Or I jumped onto a ramp. Like, this is one of the most random things. I jumped onto a ramp because I had no resource and I was climbing a building that my friend had built up to. And I jumped onto one of his ramps and just slid off it. It's not like I was close to the edge. It just wouldn't climb it and slid straight down onto the floor. But it's like the game acknowledged it because I fell like 4 stories and took no damage. So it's like the game knew, oh yeah, that wasn't meant to happen. Okay, have no damage. Enjoy. And then I got killed because I took too long to get to him and I had no resource to keep myself safe. Which, you know, wasn't great. I didn't really like that. Like, that was... on a scale of sucky to super sucky, that was pretty up there on the super sucky scale. It's a lot of S's. But yeah. I didn't enjoy my time. No. It was very bad. Very, very bad. But, oh well. It is in the past. I didn't take full damage, but it did end up getting me killed because, you know, like I said, I couldn't actually get to my friend in time. So I just got shot at from behind. And like I said, I couldn't build. There was nothing I could do. It, like, really sucked. And the amount of headshots I've landed with the freaking semi-auto today, man, and it's not killed the person. It sucks so much. I don't even know. It did it in the exact same place again. I clicked. I felt like I had so much time to do it. I was like, okay, this is feeling smooth, feeling good. I should be able to make progress in this one. Clicked. It did nothing. Like, I swear by it. You see me get through that part, and it's always on that bit. It's something like that. I've said before, it's like a dead zone, where it just won't accept an input. I don't know why, but I can't come up with it. I should be dead. Yeah, I can't come up with any other reason for why it's doing what it is, so the only reason the only thing I can come up with is there's like a dead zone there where it just won't jump. Because it's consistent right there. Other places I can survive. It's very rare I survive there. It's really annoying because that's the point I'm stuck at. The only reason I'm stuck there is because it won't jump. Okay, I felt like I should have died. I don't know why I feel like that. It's just, I feel like I jumped off something I shouldn't have or something. That was a really bad jump. That was completely on me. Completely on me. But yeah, apparently I accidentally left the party as well at this one. But apparently, one second. I'm good. Somehow, like, I realised I was in a spot where I could actually, you know, clutch it with a sneeze. And it actually worked. I got back to a point where I could actually click and survive. Hell yeah! Jesus Christ. My brain came out of my nose. And there's something in my right eye. Oh no! This is a bad time. I should be dead. Jumped far too far there. But yeah. I was gonna say something about, like, yeah, they, like, the friend won a game with, I think, 16 kills. And it was like, whoa! Like, we are playing squads, so, you know, it's easier to get kills, because if you get one kill, you're probably gonna get multiple. Unless your team kills them, but he ended up wiping an entire squad of 3 people at the end. On his own, because me and Mai died. I only died because game being mean and whatnot. I can't remember how Marley died. 1 second. Yeah, I felt like that was gonna happen. I slowed down. My bad. But yeah, like, I don't know how Marley died, but either way, like, there was like 3 teams shooting at me. Like, a friend was in a fight with someone. I then was running up to, you know, try and save him. After like 3 teams were fighting him at once from ranges and up close, and it was awful. And then I ended up getting shot at. I build cover, and then the floor disappears and I end up falling, and then I can't quite make it into the zone, and then I get knocked down by the zone, and then I just died. I got in the zone but with like 8 HP left, and yeah, then I died. So it was then 1v like 6 or something. And he killed an entire squad of 3. I can't remember what happened to the others. Oh wait, no, he killed the last few people that killed us, and then he went and killed another like squad, and then there was just a solo left. And apparently he messed with them with like traps and stuff because he's really good. And I was just in the lobby because I accidentally left the game. And that was really annoying, because I was like, god damn it, I had to see that. But after he left, we ended up playing some more with just me and Marley, because I was like just off of leveling up. We played one, then we played one more after that, because the other round was really bad. And it was actually a really good round. And yeah, it didn't end well, but overall it was a good round. And I feel like if we had our teammate, we could have definitely won it. And we died because, well, we got pretty unlucky. Like, we had no resources for freaking ages. Like, early game was okay. Marley was with someone that he didn't have a weapon with, and the other guy did. He ended up escaping because they were both noobs. I then knocked one down in the distance while they're trying to snipe us. Like, we landed Tomato Town. The other guy, we ended up not being able to find, and then he appeared later on sort of the bridge next to Tomato Town. 1 second. How did it go so high when my finger wasn't on the button when I died? I don't understand how that thing moves, because maybe it just doesn't move how I think it does. It's actually not it's not the game's fault or my fault, it's just I don't understand the thing. But that would be dumb. Like, my finger was off of the button waiting for it to go down when I died, but it just kept going up. Like, before I died even, my finger was not on the button. I don't get it. And it's confusing me. But either way, like I said, end up killed the second guy with a quick scope, I was gonna say. Just a quick scope. Like, I shot him once, just before he placed the wall, because, you know, semi-auto sniper, you know, it's not great. Knocked the other person out with a headshot, though, because it was an early game, he had no health. And then, like I said, I quick scoped the other guy, which made life much easier. That was a real bad death. Yeah, then we had other people go for us, which was not very nice. And they were like from Pride Rock, or whatever I call it, with sort of the van thing on the hill, like near Risky-ish, and end up just barely missing snipes on them. Then people start shooting us from behind, and I headshot one of them with a freaking semi-auto, so it didn't knock them down, which was really annoying, because they were sniping us, and I just landed clean headshot, and they just didn't get knocked, and it's just like, ugh. Doesn't feel good to have semi-auto, man. Then the other person ends up building a really high staircase, and I just shoot it out, and they just fall to their death, and I was really confused, because they didn't even try and place a launch pad, and they were building out of the zone. Like, not out of it, but they weren't building towards where the next zone was going to be. They were building towards the freaking Wailing Woods. So they were building to the west, when they were, like, on the east of the Wailing Woods. They were just building towards the ocean, which was just a bit confusing. And so, yeah, I just knocked down the thing and they fell to their death. That was my third kill. I don't think... Oh, yeah, I think Mali had a couple of kills in that game. I can't remember where from. But I asked him how many kills he had at the end, he said 2. Later in the game, we end up getting shot at from, like, 3 different angles. And I end up headshotting another person with my semi-auto, because we just didn't get any other loot from this point. And I was really running low on ammo and resources, because, you know, we had to run away from the zone after. We were near Wailing Woods, so I didn't get to get any. Didn't get to get any. Good English. Right there. But yeah, I then just headshot that guy, like I said. Didn't kill him. Then, luckily, I assume thought I was a good player, and just... Them and their teammate both left. I'm an idiot. Yeah, they both just bailed, and I was like, thank God, I'm a scary person. Yay! I just wish it was a one-shot, because whenever I get headshot with a sniper, my brain's like, yep, he's knocked, and then it wasn't knocked, and it's just rip. But yeah, then we end up going to their base after we've been shot at from the left and from the right. And I just end up placing a launch pad so we can, like, you know, move away, because there was a lot of freaking people. And then, just a solo Omega skin rolled up to, like, just outside, or just came in from the blue, and end up, like, this is really late game, by the way, like, we skipped ahead quite far to get to this, because nothing much happens in the middly bit. But yeah, because we only had, like, a rifle, I think I had with, like, 30 to 60 bullets, no shotgun, a deagle, no health, and a sniper, but it was a semi-auto, like I said, so it was screwing me over, just because, you know, it wasn't a bolt action. But either way, I ended up killing the Omega with 2 body shots with the semi-auto. Freaking progress, man! Yes! I'm so happy, it actually worked flawlessly, that attempt. Oh, that was good. But then we got that awkward section which is gonna change on the fly, but we can get used to that. God, hopefully now we can make that part consistent. We freaking did it! Yes! Feels so good. Yeah, like I said, killed the Omega. I ended up running into the blue to get his loot, because his loot just slid down the ramp that he had it, or that he was standing on, and went into the blue. So I ended up taking like 40 damage to get it. Luckily, I got loads of resources from it. Bolt action, mini shield. It felt real good. Then me and Mali just got into zone, built 1x1s, and then this is when it started to go well, but also not well. Because the team that won, I'm pretty sure were bad and only run because they're camping. As much as they had decent skins, the guy that got the final kill only had 1 kill. Maybe their teammates had more, but their teammates seemed pretty bad since I knocked them down like 3 times with headshots and my bolt action, which is why I wanted the freaking bolt action. Like, they end up sort of teaming with the last guy to kill me and Mali, because then they knew, you know, they're going to be against a solo rather than a duo. But the solo was good. Like, he ended up killing both of us, because I knew he was rushing us. I didn't have a shotgun. I had a feeling he did. He also had an RPG. So, I ended up bailing. He ended up landing a freaking ton of shots on me while I was running. 1 second. God damn it. Yeah, he landed a freaking ton of shots on me while I was running. Then it did the thing where you place a wall, and it just places it a freaking country mile away from you. It's like, well, rip. It's just one of those places where you're right on the edge of the next wall that you could place in sort of the square grid that the map runs off. but you're not quite over it, so it's just got placed on a mile away. And then somehow I got shot through that, because from my angle, he couldn't see me past that wall, but he did definitely knock me. And then he rushed Marley and killed him, and then was against 3 people, who, like I said, I had knocked some of them multiple times. So I went from having 4 kills, which I could have had like 6, which, you know, isn't amazing compared to my friend's like 16, but it's still pretty good for me. We just got screwed over by the fact that, you know, they just end up teaming on us and both shooting us at the same time, which was not the best, because in that mode it's so hard to get shotguns. They're so rare, and so are RPGs. But everyone else had them but us, except the last team that won didn't have a shotgun, but he ended up knocking one of them, taking the other one down to like no health. And then, because, you know, there's just so many people, they ended up killing him. Which is another reason why I think they weren't very good, because they didn't have shotguns, they didn't have RPGs, which means they probably didn't kill very many people. So, my hypothesis is they were sort of just hiding and camping the entire game and ended up winning because of that. But, who knows? Who knows? Either way though, me and Mike could have definitely won that game. But sadly we did not, which was a bit of a shame. But you know, it's okay. Also, the friend in a match where we were just playing duos before Miley joined in, I got sniped on a roof in Tilted and ended up just crawling off the edge onto a balcony until I was on 2 HP, and the friend eventually just clutched the res, and it was so good. Like, he was busy just trying to keep himself alive. And by duos I also mean we were doing duo squads, essentially. A squad of 2. But yeah, he ended up getting to me with 2 HP, and it was like just super clutch. I was holding the button. I was holding the button. That section is so jank. I don't know why. Like, I swear I was holding it. It's almost like it has to go a certain distance before you can click again to make it go, but I highly doubt that. But I've made progress, so I'm happy either way, but it's just a bit of a shame that the game still is a douche. Yeah, I didn't say, by the way, that snipers do no damage all the time. Like, of course I do damage some of the time, of course. I said of course twice, didn't I? But either way, you gotta see my point on the fact that, you know, the snipers are not hitting properly. And my friend also mentioned it when he was firing shots that were just hitting and doing the damage. He's like, yeah, what's this? It's not very good. And also there's a new bug which I haven't seen in, well, apparently it is a bug that's been in before, but I've never seen it until now, where guns will just randomly go invisible if you drop them in your inventory. Don't know if it does with other things, but it did it with my guns twice while we were playing. I just drop it and be like, okay, now my gun is invisible. Like, I kept thinking it phased through the floor. I walked back to where it was and looked at the floor, and it's just like, yeah, assault rifle. And I'm like, excuse me? Screw you, game. Screw you. Yeah, I was just like sitting there thinking, excuse me? What do you mean assault rifle? That is a piece of thin air. It's an invisible weapon. Everyone else could see it. I couldn't. To me, it was just the assault rifle text. Luckily, I remembered where I kept dropping things. But either way, it was a little confusing. And me and the friend also had a round where we could have won in duos, in squads. But we got a little screwed by the game because we launch pad at a team of 2 or 3, and then there's another solo after us as well. So pretty much the same situation, but with a different guy. Where we launch pad at them. I fired a rocket to try and kill them because they had placed traps all in their little 1x1s. So we landed in the one place where there wasn't one. Fired an RPG and they blocked it the last second, so I took a bunch of damage. Then I get shotgunned out of nowhere, and I was looking at all the bases at once because they were all connected to each other. And there was no way anyone could shotgun me. I turned around to see if I got shotgunned from somewhere else, and there was nothing behind me where I could have been shot from. So I just got shotgunned magically, which wasn't very nice. Like, I was shotgunned by the invisible man. Now I think about it, I should have gone back to the replay mode to see where I actually got shot from, because I still don't know. which wasn't very nice. And he's a good player and doesn't play in the game for very much, and he's even saying that people are phasing through like everything he's building, which, like I've been saying, has happened to me a lot. I'm not saying it out of salt, I'm saying it out of, you know, everything I've been building people have been phasing through, and it's not very nice. But either way, the jetpack's in the game now, which is nice, you know? It's pretty good. I haven't really used it much, I used it once. I love how me and Marley never found it, and then as soon as I played some duos with the friend, we found 3 sitting right next to each other. And we were like, what? I don't know why I didn't jump there. Either way, it blew our minds. That was a lot. Ow. But yeah, there was a lot of people. A lot of jetpacks from dead people. It's almost as if they, like, left the game because I think they still had all their loot. Oh wait, no. I remember that was my friend killing him, because I got to him quite late because there was a launch pad that I got too late to get to him. And by that point, he just shredded them all because he's a god. Yeah, I haven't really used the jetpack very much, and I feel like people are going to be like, yeah, it's ruining the game, but I don't know. I don't know. Either way, though, it's kind of cool. There's jet... Ouch. Pack. I feel like it's going to be either Ninja's favourite thing or hate it thing, because there's not going to be a middle ground for this item, I feel. People are going to say, oh, it's overpowered, or people are going to say, oh, it's the best thing ever. But that's why it's a limited time thing, I assume. It's going to go into the what's it called? The safe or something, where they're going to apparently put the SMGs or something. Like suppressed SMGs, I think they're going to go in there. They've put in the controlled missile launcher and smoke grenades, something that nobody has remembered. Nobody has acknowledged the loss of smoke grenades. Smoke grenades just, they're gone. I realized this like a month or so back, and I was like, wow, where's smoke grenades? I haven't seen one of those in ages. And then I looked on thingy, it's like, yeah, they've gone. I'm like, wow, that blows my mind. Because when was the last time you saw someone use a smoke grenade? Because to me, it was a long time ago. Probably when it was still in the game. But that's the thing that like takes me back to like my first ever like stream of Fortnite. Just basically think of that. Because I remember probably getting some in there, and never getting killed for like 5 hours. But still, I'm better now. I'm still not great, but I'm better. I can get kills. I've had streams with 7 kills now, with a victory which, you know, was pretty good. I played well, I feel, but I did kill the final guy with an RPG, but I did build to the high ground when he was going for me, and he was quite aggressive. I think I played well against him, in fairness. As much as, like I said, I did use an RPG, I think I still played pretty well. You know? As much as, you know, I also did blow up the pro's base that was rushing me down, who was probably going to win the game. But, you know, I'm happy. I got that win. Almost in the double digits now, and then some people are in the quadruple digits and possibly getting close or even in the quintuple digits. Isn't it quintuple after quadruple? Either way, just in the 5 digits. So 10,000 plus. That's a lot. I've got a long way to go. Like, consistency is not a thing I have, essentially. It did it again, where it just goes ridiculously high. I don't know why. It's like it has set distances, because that's like... You hold the button for the perfect amount of time and get into the center of that section. Or you hold it for slightly too long and you go ridiculously high and just will die. It's like you have to be perfect with it, but if so, why wouldn't they just make the area smaller of use instead of making it feel super janky? Pardon me. Because it's just... I swear I'm pressing the button / not pressing the button when I'm dying, and that's exactly what I need to do to survive. So it's really confusing. Like, it's one of the sections where I'm 100% sure I'm doing it as well every single time. Sometimes it's been like, oh, oops. Every time I've said I pressed the button, I swear I was pressing the button for an easy, for at least a human brain to comprehend amount of time beforehand. Just like, yeah, I was pressing that. Your brain can consciously think, but how did I die though? Because I was doing this thing. It's not like, ooh, did I do that? Like on the first attempt, maybe. Because, you know, it's the first time getting there. You can be a little, I don't know, cautious and die. It did it for some reason where it dies there. I hate you, game. And it lagged for some reason. Even my mouse is still on the screen. Blech. Blech. God damn it. Oh well. Oh well. After this, I'm gonna go get something to eat. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. I'm just a little hungry, you know? Like, it's not like, oh my god, I'm dying. It's just like, I fancy some food right now. And by food, I mean, like, I'll probably just go get some, like, crisps or chips for Americans. Not British chips. Some just, you know, British crisps. Which for you is American chips. You know, potato chips. Things that you tend to buy in bags. One of the snackiest foods that ever existed and ever will exist. Like, crisps is the sort of food that you can have at any time and probably be like, yeah, I could go for that. There's no matter if you're hungry or not, it's just like, yeah, I could probably eat that right now. It's just that food, you know? It's pretty good. Like, not necessarily good for you unless you get like, healthy ones. God damn it. But either way, it's just that food. Like, I don't know what my favorite crisp would be, honestly. It's hard to say, because I love loads. Like, salt and vinegar, pretty good. That's a bit boring. Paprika Pringles are very nice. They're not potato chips, though, I don't think. They might be. Either way, they're shaped mush of potato slash corn slash whatever. Or maize, I don't know. I like What's-Its, which are kind of like Cheetos. They might even just be a different off-brand Cheetos in Britain, I don't know. You know, they're sort of the same-ish thing, I guess. Maybe. But not spicy, because it's just cheesy. I don't really like cheese, but I like those. It's kind of weird. Skips, which I can basically guarantee no American knows about. It's essentially this like prawn cocktail flavored, really light crisp that you, if you put on your tongue, it sort of tingles and eventually dissolves, essentially. Which is one way to eat it. I just sort of, I go for the munch and crunch method rather than the melt method. But either way, I enjoy them. Monster Munch is one of my favorites. Like, they're real good. Oh god, whenever I think of like salt and vinegar crisps I really want, my mouth ends up watering. My mouth is now watering. Because I was gonna say, like, I'd probably go for Walkers every time, which is Lay's for you Americans out there. Like Lay's salt and vinegar, but I don't know, man. Discos are pretty good. They tend to be really salt and vinegary, which is really nice, but they tend to have really small packets. But either way, I haven't had Discos in ages, and now I really want some Discos. Which is a brand of crisps in this country. I don't know if you have it in other countries, but either way, they're freaking nice, and my mouth is watering so much. Because my brain's like, food, and then I'm thinking of food, and then I'm like, oh, I want more food. Oh my god, I clicked twice in there. My finger has had a spasm. That's not good. That's not good at all. But oh well, it's alright there, it's alright. Should have probably died there. Oh, that was just horrible. Ew. No. But anyways, this goes good. What else do I like? Yeah, but the Monster Munch, I haven't mentioned it. It's sort. I did mention it, but I didn't mention what it's like. It's sort of a what is it? It's a pickled onion sort of. I think that one's maize snack thingy. But they're really nice. You can get them in spicy flavors as well. I think beef, probably. But I'm a pickled onion guy. I haven't tried the others, I don't think. But I think I tried the other one once accidentally, and I was like, ugh. Like, before we used to keep our crisps in sort of an under compartment. and by under compartment I mean like in a bottom sort of cupboard thing in the not living room. I keep saying the living room. In the kitchen, in sort of just this little box where we just put all the crisps. It's like, yeah, crisps live there. And once I accidentally grabbed the blue packet instead of the green one, and everyone knows that's salt and vinegar instead of, no, that's cheese and onion instead of salt and vinegar, and didn't notice until I ate one, and it was just opened the wrong one, tried it, and was just like, ew, that is horrible. So I really don't like cheese and onion. It's just not my thing. That was bad. That was just bad. God damn it. Yeah. What was I saying? We'll cut the eventually, don't worry. He'll come to me. Yes. I accidentally had salt, or I had thingy instead of salt and vinegar. Yeah, I didn't like that. I can't remember if I ended up binning it or giving it to a family member. Probably, if not, like, it was either one of the times when I was a child and used to, not accidentally, but sort of be cheeky and pinch a packet of crisps without asking. And, you know, I didn't give it to family, I sort of just binned it, which isn't very good. Or something else happened where I gave it to a family member. But either way, I think I remember going back and getting salt and vinegar, and I was like, that's horrible. Who eats those? Wasn't very good, man. It was not good at all. Another good crisp is hula hoops, which I don't know if it's American or not. I'm sorry. Either way, hula hoops are sort of just these. There's basically, well, hoops. Like, imagine elongated, thin Cheerios. And by thin, I mean, like, the diameter of the ring is very thin. Or, like, the hole is quite large in the middle, but the diameter of the ring itself is quite thin. I think is how I should say that. And they're really nice. I remember I used to like the barbecue flavour, and then once, after, like, a year or so of me not having it, I had barbecue. It's like, yeah, I love these. And then it was like, this is awful. And I remember chucking it behind my neighbour's shed. I don't know why, it's just a memory that's always stuck with me. Just me chucking that behind the neighbour's shed. And never saying anything about it. I think it's because I've always just had a thing that where I just don't like wasting food. So I just felt bad that I didn't want it. And never thought to give it to someone else, of course, because I was that child. And, yeah. We can tell I'm the sort of person who doesn't like wasting food, because if it's wasted food and I like it, I'll be like, Dibs, give me that food. Give it to me now. Food's good though. I love food. Food is one of my many lovers. And by many, I mean, you know, there's Andy, and that, and video games. And sleep. Sleep's up there. Sleep's very nice. I love sleep. Or just the feeling of, like, being tired and knowing that it's going to be easy to get sleep rather than laying there for ages trying to sleep. That's always a good feeling. It's just like, sleeping's gonna be so easy tonight. That's like one of the greatest feelings in the world. And if that's not relatable, I'm sorry. But I'm not gonna talk about it anymore, because I don't want to say, like, I'm sorry, but I feel bad for you, because that makes me sound really, like, douchey. Like, I'm sorry that you're not getting one of the greatest feelings in the world, but, you know, deal with it. No, I'm just like, I'm not gonna say it, because, you know, I don't want to make them feel bad. Because I know there's people out there. And I hope that you, like, get the fix to that problem. Legitimately. But yeah, like, there's many things that are nice in life, but that is one of them. There's also eating, of course. That's one of my personal favourites. Another one that's probably not relatable is being with Andy, because, you know, well, for your significant other, essentially. Because Andy's mine. That's not me saying, like, she's mine, pulls off. Because, as much as, you know, I love her, I'm not, like, I don't know, would I go up to someone and be like, she's mine, and be super defensive? Well, you know, it's her life. If she just wanted to say, you know what, screw you, bye-bye, I would be like, oh, okay. I want her to be happy after all. But, you know, if there's someone that's like, ooh, hello, and then just, like, slaps her on the butt, I'll be like, excuse me, sir. slash madam, depending on, you know, who wants the Andy. I'll probably be like, you know, like, she saw my girlfriend, and maybe punch him in the face for being a bit of a douche, a bit of a cocky douche, you know. But you know, don't punch people in the face, kids. Maybe not punch in the face. Maybe just like stamp on his toe. You can get a stepped on toe. Like sure, maybe I'll like break a toe, but I highly doubt that. It's very hard to break toes unless, you know, he's not wearing anything. Even then, it's quite hard because feet are quite flat. Like, imagine trying to crush a piece of paper opposed to crushing like a piece of bread. One is thicker than the other, and one is squishier than the other. Like, it's not really a good metaphor because, you know, feet have bones in and are hard to squash, and paper, you know, it's just so thin it can't be squashed, and bread is very squashable. But either way, I hope you see my point, because I felt really heavy then to pull up. Don't know why, but it just didn't feel right, man. It didn't feel right. Hold me, man. I'm scared. It didn't feel right. I need your help. Okay, I'll shut up. But either way, I'm still able to make progress on this level. I haven't really talked about that much, apart from in the moment. But now I'm just like, yes! Progress! I doubt we'll make more, but there's a chance. But, you know, that chance isn't very large. It's not very large indeed. Well, I'm surprised I survived that. I sort of clipped up, which is nice. Yawns, go away. Don't come again another day unless I'm in a yawny mood. Which, as I said before, can sometimes happen. You never know. Yawns can just spontaneously come up and be like, yeah, it's a good time for a yawn right now. 2 more attempts. Not much shorter video than normal. I thought it'd be way shorter than normal. Considering early game was like, we're at 5 minutes at 20 attempts, which is abysmal. Considering we've been trying to keep a schedule of getting like, well, the time being half of the overall attempts. That's it. So basically 50 minutes equals 100 attempts and whatnot. Either way though, that's progress. 79. And then of course, that's not very good. What's my overall jumps now? Let's not look back at that. Either way though, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the series. That video was a bit better, as much as it was a bit douchey. I'll see you guys next time. See ya!